Our narrative unfurls in the years leading up to the crisis, an era marked by an intoxicating euphoria in the financial markets. Home prices soared to unprecedented heights, and it seems as if the world had found the elixir of eternal prosperity. Yet, lurking beneath this facade of boundless wealth was a perilous undercurrent of reckless risk-taking, unchecked financial innovation, and a dangerous lack of regulatory oversight. The seeds of the impending crisis were unwittingly sown in an environment characterized by unchecked ambition and a collective myopia that failed to recognize the impending tempest. The pivotal moment arrived when the housing bubble, inflated by a volatile mixture of subprime mortgages and financial exuberance, finally burst. Homeowners faced the grim specter of foreclosure, and financial institutions found themselves shackled to toxic assets. The once booming housing market transformed into an emblem of financial imprudence, and its collapse sent shockwaves across the global financial landscape. The collapse of the housing bubble would send shockwaves reverberating through the intricate web of the global financial system, laying bare vulnerabilities that had long been ignored or willfully neglected. As major financial institutions teetered on the precipice of insolvency, a series of high-profile bank failures plunged the world into a maelstrom of panic. Lehman Brothers, the venerable Wall Street giant, filed for bankruptcy, a cataclysmic event that acted as a trigger, precipitating a cascading avalanche of financial turmoil. The collapse of Lehman Brothers stands as a watershed moment that exposed in stark relief the fragility of even the most hollowed and seemingly invincible financial institutions. Confronted with the ominous specter of a complete economic collapse, governments around the world undertook unprecedented interventions. Bailouts, stimulus packages, and monumental policy maneuvers were developed with a fervor aimed at stabilizing the precarious financial system and preventing a cataclysmic descent into a deeper and more protracted recession. The interventionist measures, although often contentious and divisive, were deemed imperative to avert an economic catastrophe of unparalleled magnitude. While the epicenter of the crisis was firmly rooted on Wall Street, its ramifications were keenly felt on Main Street. Jobs evaporated, homes were mercilessly foreclosed, and countless families grappled with the stark reality of making ends meet. The human toll of the crisis was immeasurable, and the scars it left behind ran deep. The 2008 financial crisis transcended the realm of economics. It was a poignant human tragedy that indelibly altered the lives of millions. In the aftermath of the crisis, a clarion call for regulatory reforms reverberated through the global financial community. Measures such as the Dodd-Frank Act in the United States and a host of international initiatives were introduced to bolster transparency, strengthen regulatory oversight, and curtail the pernicious influence of excessive risk-taking. The crucible crisis compelled a wholesale reevaluation of the financial industry's practices, leading to the implementation of a litany of reforms designed to erect bulwarks against the systemic risk. As we reflect upon the tumultuous events of 2008, we're confronted with a sobering inventory of lessons. The crisis underscores the imperative of judicious risk management, the critical importance of effective and vigilant regulation, and the inescapable interconnections that bind the world's financial systems. The lingering scars of the crisis endure as a persistent admonition of the responsibilities we bear in preserving the stability of our financial systems. The financial crisis of 2008, as it receded into history, left in its wake a markedly altered financial landscape. It heralded a newfound prudence regarding risk, heightened awareness of the perils of excessive leverage, and a profound recognition that the financial industry must be intrinsically tethered to the broader interest of society. While the crisis unleashed devastation on a colossal scale, it simultaneously forged a path towards a more resilient and accountable financial sector. The narrative of the 2008 financial crisis is an increasingly cautious tale that admonishes us about the perils of complacency, the deleterious consequences of short-term thinking, and the indispensability of safeguarding the welfare of future generations. The crisis serves as an indomitable reminder that the pursuit of long-term financial stability must perennially supersede transient and insatiable desires for short-term gains. As we draw the curtains on our expedition through the annals of the 2008 financial crisis, we do so with a profound understanding that it is not a chapter to be perfunctorily closed, but an enduring part of our economic history. It impels us to chart our course into the future with sagacity, responsibility, and an unwavering commitment, ensuring that such cataclysmic upheavals remain but somber footnotes in the chronicles of our financial history. The lessons wrought from the crucible of crisis remain germane as we strive for a financial system that is not only more resilient, but one that is also inclusive, equitable, and capable of weathering the tempest of uncertainty, all while steadfastly safeguarding the well-being of every soul it touches.